This score I have, the Sikorsky, when I listen to recordings by Ivashkin and Rostropovich, then it's quite clear that the Sikorsky score has quite a few misprints in the solo cello part. And until now, I've just assumed what those misprints are according to what I hear in the recordings, but it doesn't feel entirely satisfactory. So I sent an email to Goldsmiths University in London, where they have the Schnittke archive, and I knew they had the original or a copy of the like a photocopy of the original score, Schnittke's handwritten score. And amazingly, they scanned it and shared it with me digitally. And I received it yesterday. It's pretty powerful to see. Just to make sure I don't break any rules, I'm not gonna show any of it in my videos, unfortunately. It starts with Schnittke's writing in something that looks like Russian to me. I'm not quite sure. And the list of instruments in the symphony orchestra. And it looks like he used paper that had the 5 lines, but he drew the actual bar lines himself, it looks like, with a ruler maybe, but they're a bit uneven and the bars have all kind of different sizes. It's not as hard to read as I thought it would be, actually. I know that near the very end of his life it was really hard to decipher his writing because he could only use his left hand. So that's what I will be doing now. I made myself half a liter of herbal infusion. And I have a bar of dark chocolate here, and I have the original score and the Sikorsky score, and I will compare and adjust my playing accordingly. Exciting. I'm focusing on the third movement today, and no misprints, only little things that surprised me. So Sikorsky added some. I'm only looking at the solo cello part, by the way, it's too much to look at everything. But Sikorsky added a couple of breaths, commas, that are not in the original, and I wonder who told them to do that, or why did they? I can understand when something is missed, like omitted, but when something is added? And also, it says attacca between the second and third movements in the original, and it doesn't say that in Sikorsky. So I just wrote that with pencil into my Sikorsky, attacca between second and third. So then actually the entire concerto is one thing. There's attacca every movement. Easy to remember. It's very enjoyable to read Schnittke's handwriting. He had good handwriting. Yeah. I think it's fun sometimes to draw a tarot card before practicing something. It's really fun what type of inspiration that can come from a tarot card. So now I'm playing the third movement of the concerto. I drew Ace of Wands, which is an interesting combination with this movement. It gives it more optimism than it sounds. So I will experiment with that actually. I will see, can I find some optimism in this movement today? Instead of doing the same thing over and over, which is to go the other direction of hopelessness, which can be oddly enjoyable, like despair, loneliness, and cold, and just the opposite of this. This is, potential, it's creativity, it's life force, completely different direction. There is some optimism there actually, and it makes it a lot more interesting when there is optimism and pessimism. They're kind of questioning and answering each other, which makes everything more interesting. So thank you, Tarot. That was a useful input.